Growing a good looking butt doesn't have to take long. You don't need to spend countless hours in the gym training your legs to grow a well developed peach. In fact, recently, because I've been in a calorie deficit and implementing more cardio, I've been speeding up my weight training so I can spend more time getting my steps in, and it's actually made me enjoy my training more than ever. For the last month, I've been doing this 40-minute glute dominant leg workout, and it has genuinely been amazing. After the workouts, I felt a burn like no other. I've combined everything I've learned from my 7 years of butt training to make the most efficient, easy to perform, high volume glute workout for you guys, which you can do in well under an hour with limited equipment. So let's get straight into it. We're going to start off with a superset involving a hinge-based movement in the dumbbell RDL and a squat-based movement in the dumbbell goblet squat. And for me, this is just the best of both worlds, because if you don't feel your glutes firing in the dumbbell RDL, you will no doubt feel your glutes firing on the goblet squat, and vice versa. For me, this gets the glutes ready for the workout ahead, whilst allowing you to start the workout with high intensity and with movements that over time you will progress on, which is essential for growing your butt. For these two movements, we're doing 3 sets, and in each set, we are doing 15 reps on each exercise. So you can do 15 reps on the dumbbell RDL, and then straight into 15 reps on the dumbbell goblet squat, before 2 minutes rest between sets. Now you'll see here, I'm only actually using 20 kg, and this was more than enough for the 30 reps in total. Like my glutes were on fire after every set. With that being said, if you get 15 reps with your chosen weight on both sets, I'd recommend adding 2 kg to the dumbbells. So if you start with 10 kg dumbbells and manage to perform all 30 reps across the 2 exercises, increase this to 12 kg. You'll also notice with all of the exercises you're going to see in this workout, I perform them slowly and with a good range of motion. This is genuinely so important for getting a good squeeze on the glutes and keeping tension on them. Next, we're going into a Bulgarian split squat, which is a unilateral based movement. Now this can be done on a Smith machine, or if you want to make the workout even faster with even less equipment, you can use dumbbells as shown on the screen. I tend to prefer the Smith machine variation though, so that's what I use for this workout. With this movement, we are doing 3 sets of 12 reps each leg with no rest between switching legs and 1 minute rest between sets. On the Bulgarian split squat, it's easy to let your quads take over, so once again, I really want you to focus on slowing down the movement and getting a good range of motion. I'm constantly thinking about my butt during this movement, and therefore I feel a real good contraction in each and every rep. Again, if you manage to get 12 reps on each leg, don't be afraid to add weight to the bar or to the dumbbells. Start light and work your way up. And remember, if you want to get the best possible contraction, you need to be getting close to failure on every set. As said many times before, progression is going to be a massive driver for glute growth. But be conscious about this, because I guarantee after the first couple of sets, your glutes will be on fire. And the aim is to hit those 12 reps on both legs on all 3 sets. The next exercise of the workout is a dumbbell step up, another unilateral based movement, and a movement which I've actually fallen in love with recently. It's not something I've really used previously, but it's been a bit of a game changer for me over the last month, and that's because it's a very adaptable exercise. Now what I mean by this is you can adjust your foot placement based on the amount of glute activation you're getting. So for example, if you take a closer step up stance with your toes pointed inwards and don't feel the glutes firing, you can simply take a wider stance on the next rep with your toes pointed outwards. And this will allow you to find the stance that works best for you for optimal glute activation. With this exercise, we are only doing 2 sets of 8 reps each leg, but each set is a drop set. So with this drop set, you're going to perform 8 reps on your first leg holding a dumbbell before dropping the dumbbell and performing 8 reps without it. You will then move on to your second leg with the dumbbell before also dropping the dumbbell after 8 reps on that leg as well. You'll then have 1 minute rest before starting your second drop set. And by this point, believe me, your glutes should be exhausted. So that finishes the glutes part of the workout, and now we are moving on to abs. I've been trying to do 3 sets of abs at the end of every workout recently, and I've been using 3 movements. On this particular day, it was hanging leg raises, but I also do 2 other movements throughout the week. If you want to see a video on my full ab training, explaining through the exercises in depth, going through all of the ab work I do throughout the week, please let me know in the comments below, and I'll get to it as soon as I can. With the hanging leg raises, as I said, we are doing 3 sets, and once again, this movement is slow and controlled. Focusing on keeping my torso as still as possible, making sure my legs and hips are the only things moving throughout this movement. The aim is to get your legs parallel with the ground, and on this movement in particular, there is a big focus on your lower abs. This tends to be the hardest part of the abs to develop, so I've been placing a big emphasis on this recently. If you find this movement too hard, you can also do it with assistance, as shown in the video on the screen. Your gym should have a piece of equipment that looks like this, with a back pad on the machine, and you can simply use this until you progress to the hanging variation. So family, that wraps things up, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Please let me know how you find the workout. Your glutes should genuinely be on fire after this, and sooner rather than later, you should be walking around with a very well-developed peach. As per usual, make sure to hit the like button, hit subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on that notification bell so you never miss a video. Have a top rest of your day. Big love, H.